Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Cyrano. Welcome back to the channel. If you're brand new to the crew, I truly appreciate you for coming through and chilling with me real quick. We're going to be taking a look at the Cubot X50 right here. 10 reasons to consider buying it. But do me a huge favor, right? If you're brand new to the crew, I truly appreciate you for being here. But if you're already part of the crew, salute. But consider subscribing, joining the crew if you find anything in this video helpful, informative, the least bit possible, right? But definitely, I definitely appreciate you for coming through, right? So we're gonna talk about 10 reasons to consider the Cubot X50. Now this is a budget device. It's under $200. In most cases under $150. And I'm gonna leave the cheapest link down below so you can actually check it out for yourself, right? So the Cubot X50 is a solid device. I like a lot of things about it. There's also some things that I don't like about it, right? But we're gonna get into the things that I do like about it. And the first thing is the display on this device is enormous. It's extremely large. And when you're using this device on, anything, you could be watching a movie, you could be watching videos, you could be gaming on it. The screen is very immersive. It's extremely large and just really fun to play with when you're gaming and things like that. When you're looking at the display for anything, like the screen gets extremely bright. It's extremely responsive, and I just this is one of the best displays I've ever used on a budget device, right? It's got let me just talk about this screen for a little bit. It's full HD plus, right? So it's going to be that 20:9 aspect ratio. It's also going to be 87% screen to body ratio. So it's going to be very solid when you're looking at the screen. You won't really complain whatsoever when you're looking at it, right? Because it's got that huge display on it. And this device did come out in April, 2021. So it's the first quarter of the year it did come out. But this device has that 1080 by 2400 full HD plus display with 395 pixels per inch. A punch hole cutout at the top. Very, very immersive display to look at, right? I really can't complain whatsoever when I'm doing anything on it at all. So I just enjoy the screen. Second thing that I do like about this device that I find very awesome is NFC. This device does have a feature called NFC where you could do mobile payments. You could even do, I think it's like the near field communication, where anything, like if you have somebody else who has your NFC, you could share any file that you want with the NFC. I know nearby share is kind of like something I use more often than that, but the NFC feature is something where people can actually do mobile payments without having their physical wallet, without having your credit cards on you, right? So it can actually be saved into the phone. You could just scan the phone at an ATM terminal or in a store to make a purchase. So obviously that's going to be huge because a lot of devices in this price point don't offer that feature, right? The third thing that I like about this device is not only is the display huge, but it's 1080p. So they're not cutting any corners and giving you a 720 display. They're giving you an actual full HD plus display, which means you're going to be able to watch videos in 2K quality, in most cases 4K, right? So I really enjoy watching content on this device. I really enjoy looking at the colors and how big everything looks. It's almost like looking at a mini tablet because this thing fits really well in the hand. It's just extremely solid in the hand. And I do keep that case, that smoky gray case on there that it did come with, and it's been protecting the phone very nicely. But it also has this matte finish on the back of it, which I can't emphasize how much I like that, because it's gonna basically block out fingerprints on this device. And it's got like, it matches my shirt right now. I didn't even peep that till just now, but it does match my shirt. It's like that emerald green color, like not so much like a turquoise, but just like an emerald green, like a really solid green color. And I can't stress how crazy the back of here is. It's like that matte texture. Now it will be kind of slippery if you have sweaty hands or something like that. So I just want to throw that out there as well. But the next thing I like is the front facing camera. It's actually 32 megapixels, and you could do portraits on this device. You could do beauty mode as well. It does give you, for some reason, it does give you zooming on the front facing camera as well. You can get up to 4 times. So if I wanted to take like a picture of like my eye or something, I guess I could do that. But you know, it does give you some really good picture quality on the front facing camera. Now, as far as video quality, it's not going to be the best in the world on the front facing camera because it's only 720p. It doesn't go up to, but one of the things I really like is that they give you anti-shake, 0 shutter delay, and you could flip. So if you're taking a picture of like this, like if I just took it like this, sometimes it flips the image. Well, it has the feature where you can actually flip that back to make it look like it's on the right side versus the left. But one of the only things is that it's going to be recording in 1280 by 720, not full HD 1080 by 30. So I just kind of want to throw that out there. So, you know, I really do enjoy the pixel quality, 32 megapixels for video on the front, right? And this thing does come with Android 11 right out of the box with something I really enjoy. Android 11, a lot of people actually told me that Android 11 has some bugs to it. I haven't really experienced too many bugs with Android 11 with any of my devices, but I can make a video on some of the problems I do see on some of the devices that did get Android 11. But this device right here comes with Android 11 straight out of the gun, and I haven't had any issues with it. You're gonna get some of the really good Android 11 features that we're really excited about having and using on a daily basis, like media controls, you know, chat bubbles, everything that comes with it, right? Screen recording is on here, you know, everything like that. So it's got the new layout with the large, boxy, colorful look to it. You could even change your Bluetooth settings straight from the control center. So that's something that's new, right? Android 11. I like it. I like Android 11 a lot. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the 8 gigabytes of RAM on this guy, right? 8 gigabytes of RAM on a phone less than $200 is kind of sick, which is just crazy, right? It's really crazy that they did actually fit, you know what I'm saying, that amount of RAM on this device, which means that if you're multitasking with this thing, it's gonna fly through everything that you throw at it. There's really nothing that this thing won't be able to do when it comes to, you know, using the device and things of that nature. It does have the P60 on here, but like I said, it's gonna fly coupled along with the ARM Mali G72 MP3 and 700 megahertz as well as speeds and 2 gigahertz frequency when it comes to the octa-core processing chip, right? But coupled with that P60, it's gonna fly through pretty much everything that you have to throw with it. And it also does have 128 gigabytes of internal storage, expandable. We get the gyroscope, barometer, magnetic sensor, magnometer, accelerometer, compass as well, light sensor, proximity sensor, fingerprint sensor, facial recognition as well. So I was gonna get into that in just a second because this thing does have that side-mounted fingerprint sensor for unlocking the device, right? And it will unlock pretty much 99.9% of the time as long as your fingerprint isn't sweaty, right? But it does give you like a 2-second, like let me just show you, 1, 2, 3. So it's like it takes a second to unlock on the fingerprint, but it works every single time, right? And when it doesn't work, I'm usually looking at the device like this. So I just hit the fingerprint and it says too many attempts with the fingerprint, but you can just enter that secondary form of security, which is the facial unlock. And that works 100% of the time in most cases, unless it's dark in the room that you're in. But I can't stress how good this thing feels, how good it looks when I'm looking at the display. NFC, right, 1080 display, beautiful crispy pictures on the front camera as well as the rear when you turn it around as well, because it has some pretty good quality and it does have some pretty, it's not going to be EIS, electronic image stabilization, or OIS, optical image stabilization, but it does have decent cameras for the price, right? So, and the rear camera will do good video at 1080p, so it does give you 1080p video, but not 4K. So I just want to be 100% transparent with you. And I've been using this device pretty much since what time did I wake up this morning? About 10:30, maybe 9:30 or something like that I've been using this device, right? And it does tell me that my battery life is 11 hours ago. So I've used it for a full day, 11 hours ago. 43% is left halfway through the day. So it would be able to even go further into tomorrow now, because it says I have 10 hours left. And as far as the screen on time, right, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Most of the time I was using Spotify, because it says I was using Spotify on here for 2 hours, Facebook 18 minutes, YouTube 20 minutes, you know what I mean? And then it says I was using Pandora for 6 hours and 16 minutes, which is kind of nuts, right? That's real crazy. So 43% halfway at the end of the day that I've been getting. So I'm getting some pretty good battery life. I haven't been on it all day long, so I just want to throw that out there. But the battery life on here is pretty good for the price, right? So it does have a really good battery on here, and the battery size is going to be that 4,500 milliamp hour battery, which I find to be perfect for a normal day, a full day's use, right? I still got half of a battery left after, 11 hours, 10 hours left on this thing. So the last thing I gotta say is that this thing is under, $200, which means if you want to get your hands on a really solid device with a really beautiful look to it, I can't emphasize, the video won't do this any justice, right? It's not going to do it any justice. You just have to kind of feel the phone. The huge display is the top favorite, but the button placement, the overall design, the matte finish on the back, it just screams quality when I'm holding it. It just stands up to daily tasks, and I'm able to do. The thing flies through pretty much everything that I'm trying to do, right? We get all of stock Android on this device. So when you first get it, I think I'm on like 11 now, 12. I was started out with 10 things that I did like, but stock Android. So there's not going to be bloatware on here. You could pretty much throw all your apps on here. And we do get the 13th thing. I'm gonna just throw a bonus in there. We'll end the video right now, right? 128 gigabytes of internal storage is crazy, and we can expand that up to 256 or like a terabyte or whatever. But those are my top 10 to 13 reasons. I just threw 3 more in because I was just playing with the device right now, and I found that I really enjoyed those other 3 things that I did mention in the video. But if you did find this video helpful in any way possible, in the least bit possible, I truly appreciate you if you would hit the like button. Also consider subscribing as well, because we do videos just like this pretty much every single day. So do me a quick favor, join the crew, get subscribed, get notified for more videos just like this, and I'm gonna get right back with you. I'm gonna check you in the next video. I'll see you guys in the comment section. But in the meantime, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and depending on where you are, I'll get right back with you. Later, crew. Peace.